This is Beth Wilson, Pulaski County Horticulture Agent, and this is April 9th, and in my little woods, we're going to be talking about leaves of three. There's good ones, lots of good ones, but there's a couple bad ones too. So let's talk about one of the good ones. These leaves right here, and this little fella right here, this is Jack in the Pulpit. This is Erythema triphyllum. Triphyllum obviously meaning three-leaved. But this is one of the wildflowers that can grow in the woods and can sometimes maybe be mistaken for poison ivy, but it's definitely not. And here's another leaves of three, the trilliums. The white ones are Trillium grandiflorum, and the yellow one back there is Trillium luteum, still in bloom. Right up here you can see a tinge of pink on one of them. That just means that they're a little older, but these should never be mistaken for poison ivy. And here's the last trillium. It's Trillium sessile, sessile trillium, and it's still in bloom. Leaves of three, should not be confused with poison ivy, but they do have three leaves. This is the last thing I'll talk about today on the leaves of three, and this is poison ivy. I think between poison ivy and chiggers, those are in a dead tie as my top nemesis. These are pretty distinguishable. Number one, it's a vine. It's going up this tree. Not always, though. A lot of times these little vines will run on the ground, and here out pops the new leaves that are newly formed. They can be kind of reddish, as you can see by these, just a tinge of red. Sometimes they can be very red, but you know, even in the wintertime, I don't touch any bare vine that may be on a tree because I'll be itching for days. But this one is poison ivy. Here's another shot of poison ivy. It kind of shows how the newly formed leaves can be very shiny and somewhat reddish as well.